Until maybe Wednesday. With a heart-stirring season-ending victory over Fort Lauderdale, Rowdies did move into second place in the Southern Division, but because several teams still have a match remaining, the Rowdies could still miss qualifying for the playoffs. Last night's come-from-behind victory, accomplished playing a man short, was vintage Rowdies. Take a look. At 4:31, winger David Moss put the Rowdies up 1-0, scoring off an indirect free kick past Jan van Beveren. 15 minutes later, the strikers Bronco Segota took the ball to the top of the box and scored the equalizer, beating Rowdy keeper Kevin Keelan. Fort Lauderdale went ahead 2-1 when Segota pushed a through pass to a charging Teofilo Cabillas past a defenseless Kevin Keelan. But in the second half, on this penalty kick, Moss evened the score at 2-2. Then John Gorman and Moss assisted Luis Fernando for the go-ahead goal and eventual winner. Final, Tampa Bay 3, Fort Lauderdale 2.
Well, the icing on the cake for a 3-2 victory over the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Now it's time to get out the calculators to figure out the playoff possibilities. But it would take far longer than the time we have to go over all of them. Anyway, Coach Gordon Jago isn't worried. In fact, you wouldn't even think there's any question at all.
On and for a long while now, because we got off to such a disastrous start in the season, and the only thing we can hope now is that we've done enough that we get there, and then I think the pressure's really off us. Then, you know, we've been battling for so long to get there, and I think then there'll be this relaxation, and then I think the confidence and the sort of performance that we've seen in the last 3 games, I think that'll be there regularly for the playoffs.
Just for the record, though, a loss by Portland, Seattle, Washington, Montreal, or the Jacksonville T-Men would put the Rowdies in the playoffs. Meanwhile,
Tampa Bay will just wait and see now, since the Rowdies' regular season ended last night with that 3-2 victory over Fort Lauderdale. Over 25,000 watched the Rowdies win despite playing short-footed for the final hour.
Mike Connell would have liked a bigger role in last night's win, but he had to watch the final 60 minutes from the sidelines after being ejected for roughness. The team played a man short the rest of the way and proved that it can win under extenuating circumstances. Connell described the play that led to his ejection.
It was a loose ball that I was going after, and it was, in my opinion, a 50-50 ball. And I was shaping up to take everything, you know, but to go for the ball, I was going for the ball. And he saw me coming, and he jumped over the ball trying to get out of the way of the tackle. And outside, as I was going through with my leg, we collided thighs, you know, because I didn't kick him, I got him with my thigh. And being in the air, him being in the air and me hitting him, he kind of flipped over, you know. Had he been standing, he wouldn't have even budged.
Going into the game, Connell had played every minute of every game this year. That streak obviously ended, but he was unconcerned about that. Captain Mike said the win was the most important thing. But after seeing his teammates play so well and win without him, Connell had this to say.
The way the team was playing with 10 men, I'm a bit worried now.
They have to let you back.
Well, I'll blackmail my way back in, that's for sure.
So the Rowdies have finished their regular season, so now all they can do is sit back and wait to see what the Strikers, the T-Men, and the other playoff hopefuls do in their final games. Carol Sadler, Pulse 13.